Co-initiating. The essence of co-initiating is to connect to your own deeper intention and to create a space for others to also do so, and to create a shared space that allows a common intention to manifest. You may remember this sculpture, the sculpture of the alchemist, from an earlier video where we discussed the current transformation in learning and leadership that moves from the closed dome to a more open structure that is inviting you to step in. The point about this sculpture is that this new architecture of learning and leadership only works if in fact you take the courage and the commitment to step into that empty space here. And that's essentially what the co-initiating process is about. You may also remember that at the end of that clip we said that the entry point, the entry door to this new university and learning structure that we are trying to co-create with you is in no single place. The entry point is wherever you are. So the essence of co-initiation really is about your process of taking your space inside of this alchemist. On a more practical note, there are 3 specific actions that we suggest you could undertake that allows you to move and to progress in this process of stepping in. Number 1, return to the intention that you articulated at the end of the 0x ULab, where we walked you, as you may remember, through a journaling practice. And at the end of that journaling practice, we asked you to clarify your intention and the questions you are holding in regard to your ULab journey. So revisit that intention and ask yourself, to what degree does that still apply? And to what degree maybe do you want to specify or modify that a little bit so that it fully captures the current moment you're living in? Number 2, ask yourself, who are 2, 3, or 4 persons that are somehow relevant to that intention, and that if you connect with them in a generative conversation could maybe help you to progress on your journey of not only connecting with that intention but also making it happen. So later in this week we'll introduce you to a practice called empathy walk that could be a part of that. But also think about 2 or 3 other individuals that you may connect with. It may be like a dinner table conversation that you're creating for this purpose, or maybe just a dialogue walk, you're talking with them. Just think about how to engage in these conversations with others. And number 3, listen, listen, and listen. And what I mean with listen, listen, and listen is listen to others, the people you're talking with. Number 2, listen to yourself. Listen to what's emerging from yourself. And number 3, listen to what's emerging from the field that starts to manifest as a result of these activities. And a wonderful quote that beautifully describes this quality of listening is something that Martin Buber, the philosopher Martin Buber, wrote. And it's quoted in this book, Theory U, on page, the 2nd edition, on page 196. And it ends with, so he describes in that quote a distinction between 2 qualities of will. My small will, which is driven by instincts and habits, and then my grand will, or the capital W will, which connects me to a deeper stream of meaning and of purpose in my life. And he ends that quote with saying this: he listens, so he wrote he, but today we would say she. She listens to what is emerging from herself, to the cause of being in the world, not in order to be supported by it, but in order to bring it to reality as it desires. She listens to what is emerging from herself, to the cause of being in the world, not in order to be supported by it, but in order to bring it to reality as it desires. So this attitude that he describes here is really at the heart and at the essence of the entire you process. As you go through this week, as you engage in kind of the videos that allow you to access the deeper levels of listening, and as you engage in the empathy walk and maybe some of these other conversations, practice your listening on all these deeper levels, because that is the most direct path to the heart of what this whole process is all about. Enjoy.